Hello there. Come on in. Sit down. What brings you in today? Do you have an appointment? Yeah. Okay. What's your name? And your last name? Okay, perfect. I see all of your contact info here. This is your first time, huh? Yeah, there's no active file, so we're gonna start that today. That's perfect. Alright, so first things first, how are you? Good, good. So this is your... Did you do the consultation already, or is this your consultation? Is this getting you started? Okay, perfect. Alright, so today what we're going to do for this consultation is we are going to essentially be putting all of your data into the system, of course, starting a nice little file for you, and then we are going to be taking a look at your skin, a little closer look. I might be making a few extractions if I find the need to. We're going to be determining your skin type today, and then figuring out what are the best products for you to use. That's going to be later. But just figuring out in the meantime what we can do, because we want to do trial and error. Sound good? Yeah, for sure. So, do you have any allergies? Okay, perfect. Just want to get that out of the way. So, before we start your file, what was your main concern when first coming to me to make an appointment? Okay. Okay, for sure. And are you experiencing any of those problems anywhere else in your body? For sure. Now, in terms of your patient file, I will be asking you questions, and I might, depending, have to do a more in-depth body exam. Just look at your skin. Some of the things might not seem like they're relevant to your skin, but I promise you everything that I ask you is going to be directly related. So these questions are very important to me, even if they don't seem like they are skin related. So things like exercise, sleep, the foods and the drinks that you consume on a daily basis, things like that you might not think are related to skin, they definitely are. So I'm going to be asking you questions like that today, okay? Okay. We're going to be determining what is the story behind your skin. Sound good? Okay, excellent. Okay, so let's see. And you are right on time. Look at that. Perfect. So, first thing that I want to ask you is, what is your date of birth? Okay, perfect. And have you, in your earlier in life, have you dealt with any problems with your skin that you think I should know about? Any rashes, any acne of any sort? Okay. Okay. Sounds good. And let's see, what are the products that you are currently using right now? I'll make this easy. What is the exfoliator that you use right now? Okay. So definitely want to use an exfoliator. I can get into all of the ones that I recommend, but I'll do that later. So I just want to take down all of the products that you use first. So no exfoliator, right? Okay. And what about for washing your face? Okay, yeah, that's a good brand. Yep. Yeah, I would say stray away from Neutrogena, to be honest. Okay, so okay. So next, what do you use for serums? Like hyaluronic acid, vitamin C serum, any types of eye creams or anything like that? Mm-hmm. Okay, definitely have some things to recommend for you. What do you use for sunscreen? What is your daily sunscreen? Mm-hmm. Even if you are not spending a day at the beach, it is very important that you use sunscreen, even if you are going to the grocery store or getting your mail from your mailbox, especially if you are using retinoids. So just make sure that you are, if you go outside at any point in your day, just put some on and you're good to go. Especially if you drive a lot or sit next to a window at your home or at your office, okay? Because the sun can come right through. Mm-hmm. And I've got a good one for you. Okay. So, how much water, how many ounces of water would you say you drink in a day, on average? Okay, good. Okay, yeah, so I would recommend anywhere between 80 and 100 ounces a day, depending on your weight and height, of course, but that's a pretty good estimate. For example, I drink 80 per day, and that seems to work for me, but you might be different, so, I would say 80 minimum. And of course, every day is different. Sometimes we honestly just forget, but just try to remember, it's very important. Okay. And what type of diet, if any, do you follow? Okay. And what would you say you are snacking on most of the time? Like when you go to work or school, what are the snacks that you bring with you? Are they like fruits, like cut up cucumbers with some vinegar or something in them, or like what do you usually snack on? Okay. And do you eat a lot of dairy? Dairy can very often affect how our skin reacts, believe it or not. Okay, for sure. There have been people who have to pull back on it, cut it out completely. I cut mine out completely. It wasn't skin related, it was more digestive. However, it did help my skin, so that was a bonus. So if you are seeing that nothing is working, sometimes we just have to try to pull back on something and replace it with something else. Like, for example, instead of a bag of chips, eating a snack that has a high amount of water, cucumber, oranges, stuff like that, sometimes we just need to play around with what we've got going, Okay, and how much sleep on average would you say that you get every night? Between 6 and 8, okay. That is honestly perfect. Do you feel good when you wake up in the morning? Mm-hmm. And what would you say, based on your own analysis, or if you've seen a dermatologist before me, that your skin type is? Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good. don't worry, there is a treatment for absolutely everyone out there. My skin type is very, very dry. So a lot of the products that I use are based around that. So, alright, we are done with the questions. I'm going to go ahead and put on some gloves here. I'm going to take a look at your skin, okay? So does your skin get a little bit drier in the winter time, or do you find that it's fairly normal? Okay, and what about the summertime? Does it get a little oily, a little greasy, or dry? Okay. And does it seemingly change with the seasons? Okay. Alright. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to get a little close to you here, and I'm just going to be looking at your skin, okay? And if you have any questions for me at all, you just let me know, okay? Okay. Okay. Looks good. Uh-huh. Looking good. Okay, yes, I see what you were talking about earlier. Okay. So, just making a mental note about that. So I don't want to touch the keyboard and then your skin, of course. How often would you say you touch your face? A lot? Or are you usually pretty conscientious of that? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, definitely, especially if you're touching your hair a lot, which I am guilty of, very guilty. You do not want to touch your skin after that. You just want to make sure you're washing your hands. Okay. Okay. Everything is as expected, which is great. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. I'm just gonna look at your neck really quickly. Okay. Alright, sounds good. So basically, the reason why I asked all of those questions that may not feel like they are related to skin is because your skin reflects outwardly what you are doing with your body, what you're putting into it, how much sleep you're getting, all of that stuff. And of course, how you take care of your skin on top of it. But all of this stuff is related. Healthy body, healthy skin. Now, how often do you work out, if at all? Because trust me, I do not like working out. I've kind of forced myself to at this point. But for the longest time, I did not work out at all. I had to remind myself, even if you're slim, you should still work out. Because it doesn't always mean you're healthy. Because watching me go up a flight of stairs used to be laughable. Laughable. still is not my strong suit, but definitely if you're working out a lot and working up a sweat, take that shower. How often are you changing your sheets and like washing them and whatnot? Okay. I would recommend doing it at least once a week, and this is gonna sound weird. I would recommend getting 7, yes, 7 pillowcases. I know it sounds excessive, I know. But you know that great feeling when you just washed your sheets. You lay down in your bed and everything feels nice and clean, and on your pillow too. It's going to feel like that every night. So you can put on all 7 pillow sheets and then just rip them off as you go throughout the week. But I really recommend at least trying that. You're gonna sleep on a nice. I mean, you think about it. But especially if you're tossing and turning, you're putting your skin on a surface for a solid at least 5 hours, right? And you might be rolling around, putting your hair on it. Your hair oils are getting onto your pillowcase, all that stuff. So just try to wash your pillowcases often if you don't want to do 7 total. But I promise it's worth it. I promise it's worth it. And you're gonna feel the difference, you know? Okay. 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 Just going to take this little tool here. Okay. And I'm going to look around. I'm not going to do any extractions yet, but I just want to kind of push things around a little bit, okay? Okay. Looks good. Okay. Sorry about my stomach if you can hear it. Okay. This looks good. Good. Well, all things considered, your skin is looking really good, so very, very glad about that. And don't worry, I don't think it's nearly as serious as you came in here thinking. There have been cases where we have no idea what's going on and we need to try a whole bunch of different things. I would say a lot of the time it's just allergies that we don't know until we really do the testing. So if you ever have any type of a rash from any product that you use, whether I recommend it to you or you see it on TikTok and you want to try it, let me know and stop using that product immediately, okay? Okay. 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 Alright. Do you see any estheticians regularly? Or do you kind of do your grooming at home? Face masks and all that stuff. Okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely going in for a facial every once in a while is very good for your skin. Just make sure that you're, of course, going to a reputable person and place. I can actually recommend a few. I can put them in an email to you if you would like that. Yeah, for sure. For sure. They are a little bit pricey, but I have to say, if you do them every once in a while, because it's not like a monthly thing by any means, you do not need to go in for any type of facial treatment every month to maintain your skin's health. That's just not, you do not need to do that. As long as you are taking care of yourself at home, you will never need to do that. But for your mental health, it's really good. So I would say every 1 to 3 months. And treat yourself, treat yourself. It's good. Those things are really relaxing. I get one probably every other month. Alright. I am going to go ahead and do some extractions, okay? Just a few. Alright? Sounds good. Okay. So just stay still for me. I'm so sorry if it hurts. It's gonna feel like a little pinch. So sorry, I know it's not the greatest feeling in the world. But I have to say they are coming out super easily, which is great. Okay. There's 3 right there. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 right next to each other. Okay. So here's 1. Okay. Here's 2. You're doing okay? You're doing great. Okay, then these 2 right next to each other. Oh my, okay, yep, that's a lot. That is a lot. That's good though, that's good. I'm gonna get it all out. Good. Good. Okay. Good. Alright. Put those in to sanitize. Okay. So those are, yeah, I would say just wash your face when you get home. Put on a nice moisturizer, and I'm gonna walk you through some of these. Oh, I didn't ask you that. What do you use for moisturizer? Okay. Right. Okay, so I'll take you through what I use, and we'll kind of figure out what products you want to try, okay? So first of all, for exfoliator, I really like this Paula's Choice. I highly recommend. It is an acid exfoliator. This is, I would say, once or twice a week. You can use it up to once or twice a day, but you do not need to. But you don't want to be using those really rough exfoliators on your skin. So if you're going to use those ones, make sure it's as soft as you can find it, and once a week. Okay, so this I personally do once a week. I take a nice cotton pad. I just put it on and then tap it all over my face, and then I do not rinse it off. I let it sit on my skin overnight. So I do this at night when I do it, and then I moisturize after it's dried. Okay, so you're gonna want to moisturize after it's dried on this. Now, as for a toner, do you use any type of toner? Yeah, so a lot of people really like Mario Badescu toners. I really like those. They're great. This one is a glycolic acid toner. So if you wanted to try something a little more fancy, I would recommend this one. It's by The Ordinary. This one also just squirts out, so you can like put this onto a cotton pad and then it is non-irritating. However, a lot of my patients find a lot of success with this. However, my skin is sensitive to this, so I do just like to kind of put that disclaimer on there. As far as serums go, I really like this vitamin C serum. It has hyaluronic acid in it, so if you are using hyaluronic acid, or you are not, you can use this and it will do both vitamin C and hyaluronic acid, okay? Which I very much recommend doing the hyaluronic acid. So if you get a vitamin C serum that is not this and it does not have it in it, get another one, but save yourself a little bit of money and just go for one like this that already has the acid in it, okay? But vitamin C, definitely recommend. If you are using, whether you're using retinoids or not, I recommend using a sunscreen. However, if you are using retinoids, you're going to want to use a broad spectrum sunscreen, okay? So this is SPF 46. This is the one that I use every day. It's got zinc in it, which is great. And yeah, I would just recommend this one, or one very much like it. But definitely, if you're using retinoids, go for that one. Now, in terms of the retinoids, a lot of people use the PCA Skin one. This is the one that I like to use. It's a lot of PCA Skin products are very, my skin is very sensitive to them, but I've found a lot of success with this. You can do this every night. This is a nighttime only, okay? Nighttime only. So just keep that in mind. And you can use this once every night, but when you first start using it, I would do once a week, and then once every 2 days, and then once every night. I use it once a week, so it's up to you. And it's up to you know what your skin, how your skin reacts. But build your way up to it and see what your skin can tolerate. But like I said, if you're using this, you need to use the broad spectrum SPF. And then I have two moisturizers that I like to use. This one is for very dry skin. So if your skin ever gets very, very dry, especially in the winter time, I would say this one. It's First Aid Beauty. This one's very good, but this one I have been using for almost 15 years, literally. I've been using this since I was a teenager, a very young teenager. This is PCA Skin's Collagen Hydrator. It's one of the only other products on their roster that I can use without my skin getting irritated. So that's not to say PCA Skin is not a good brand, because they are. It's just my skin doesn't like certain brands, which is weird, but this one is great. I love this one. I've been using it for the longest, and I highly recommend. This is mostly a nighttime one because it is so thick, but if you have dry skin, it's great for all the time. And lastly, I have been loving this face oil. So if you've been looking for face oil at all, this one's really good. I like it. It is by Summer Fridays, and it is an all-in-one. So definitely, feel free to try it out. And then if you use like a gua sha or a face roller, this is great to use before you do that, and then you roll on your skin. It's super smooth. So, did you have any other questions for me or any questions about products? Okay, so I'm going to take the data that I discovered today and roll up a nice little formula, but I want you to be bringing me along. Just record everything that you do, and we will see you in a month, and I'll see how your skin is doing, if it's changed at all for the better or worse, and we'll see what goes on from there. Write down the things that you eat, write down your snacks. You'd be surprised the amount of snacking that a person does when you're not writing it down. When you write it down, it's like, whoa. But it's good for mindful eating, so but don't change anything, just monitor everything. Sound good? Okay, perfect. Alright, so what day works best for you? Yeah, that day works for me. I have a 4 o'clock. Does that work? Alright, you're in. So I will email you that list of estheticians to check out, just in case you want to do that. But and if you do go to see one, write that down and write down. Have them write down the products that they used on you so that I can take a look. Okay. Alrighty. You have a great night. Thank you so much for visiting. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Okay. Alright. You take care now.